Hello there. So there's been a development. Um, I started the firefighter quilt because I wanted to show you how I now work on my legit kits quilts. Because it's evolved. I mean, when I started doing it in 2020, I was doing one at a time, and then it evolved into two at a time, and it's evolved back to one at a time, mainly because I've been teaching so much that I haven't had the time to actually get two done and send a sample in. So that's why I began making this video. The development is that I am actually no longer part of the Legit Kits team. I won't get into details, but it was not my decision, and I am on to hopefully bigger and better things, and I've got an exciting year planned, and it's just one of those things. Sometimes you ask the universe for a change, and it says, oh, you want to change, do you? So here we are. So I wanted to go ahead and continue with this video because I know that a lot of people recommend my videos, and I appreciate that. And so I did want to show the updated version of how I do one quilt at a time, because I know that very few of you are doing two at a time, and maybe even though the process still converts over to one at a time, it might still be confusing, or maybe you just plain only want to see one at a time, or maybe there's just a new tip you can pick up now that I've gotten so many under my belt. I think, I don't even know the official count. I'm 60 or 70 legit kits probably at this point. So I have it down to a science, and thought I would just show you the latest version. So I do start with starching. I starch the daylights out of my fabric. I starch it till it can stand up on its own. Originally, I would spray it inside and then iron it dry, and oh my god, that was a lot of work. So I don't do that anymore. Now what I do is I hang it on a clothesline, spray it with a concentrated starch in a weed sprayer, clean, new, and then I'll just let it dry on the line, and that actually eliminates the ironing. I don't iron any of that fabric anymore. I leave the stickers on, so no need to worry about taking your stickers off and putting them back on and figuring out what's what. I've never had an issue with the stickers coming off while the fabric is wet. Every once in a while, if it's like a really windy day, maybe like one sticker will fly away, but the stickers stay on. I've never worried about that. So leave the sticker on, hang it up, spray it down. I spray both, not both sides of one layer, but like I have it doubled over on the line, and then I'll spray both sides of the fabric. So here's my video when I was in Hawaii, which is an amazing place to starch fabric. If you're going to starch fabric, do it in Hawaii. It dries amazingly quickly, and besides, you're in Hawaii, so what better place to be anyways. I starch all of my fabric. The big ones I just hang double layer over the line. The little ones you do have to clothespin on, but sometimes I'll do those double layer too. And then I just spray, you know, front and back if there's two layers. Once I get the fabric starched, I will make my book. And I actually was really overweight in my luggage coming home from Hawaii. The pineapples took priority, if we're being completely honest. So my kit is still in Hawaii, my firefighter kit, but I'm gonna have a friend mail it to me and continue the process. So I wanted to post this, how I get started, and then it'll just be in a series of videos on how I work through a legit kit. Another option, actually, what I might do, because my son wants the Knight, the Sir Legits a lot, and so what I might do is show the starching and how I make the book, but then once I get to the cutting and sewing, maybe I'll switch over to Sir Legits a lot. We'll see what happens. I don't know. So if you have any questions along the way, don't hesitate to ask. I will be in Cleveland 1st of April for the OSQE show. I have 3 classes there. I will be in Oh, Pittsburgh again this year. I just got that notice that I thought there was going to be a scheduling conflict and I wasn't going to be able to go again. I wasn't able to go to Pittsburgh, the Fiber Arts Festival. Really, there's cats sneezing in the corner. Well, that's what happens when you get in a corner full of dust. You sneeze. So Pittsburgh Fiber Arts Festival, last year I couldn't go because it conflicted with a different show. This year I thought I wasn't going to be able to go, and then when I found out there was no more conflict, I emailed her, and so I have like 6 classes there. I'm so excited about that. I have a retreat in Pensacola where we're making, it's like 4 days of quilted items, quilted wearables. So we're doing quilt coat, quilted shoes, quilted ball cap, and quilted slippers. So that's all on my website, crankykangaroo.com. So go there and check that information out. That's at the Crafty Glow Pensacola Retreat Center, which is a house that one of the certified instructors bought, and I think it's going to be amazing. So go check that out. I think that's it for now. So let's start.
So this is a clothesline that actually someone gave me, and it's really thin and really light, and I just stuck it in my suitcase and it came in handy. It's probably from Amazon or the dollar store or somewhere like that, but I'm using it and I like it, so I'm going to keep it on me. Actually, I'm just now realizing I might have left it hanging up on their porch. Oops, I need to message her. So I'm just gonna hang these up and make use of what space I have.
There's so much fabric in this kit. Oh my goodness. Wow.
When I'm starching, I'm going to start with the bigger pieces because that just gets a lot done quickly, and then I can do the little pieces anywhere if I need to, but let's just get some big pieces done.
Okay, so Walmart. This is the stuff I love. This is the stuff I used for years before I started using the concentrated, and I love it. The gold can, I hate the smell of the gold can. This one I like. Okay, it's gonna get a little precarious trying to reach the other side once they're all up. Let me start here. Can you see this one maybe? Maybe you can see this one. So that's how I will starch all of that fabric. And once I get it starched, I sometimes will take off the selvages before I starch if I get a chance to. So I'll just trim off the selvages just because when you're starching, the selvages tend to shrink up a little bit. And so just getting rid of the selvage makes it lie nice and flat. So if I don't take off the selvages before I starch, I will do it after I starch as I'm kind of organizing my fabric. So the next video, I will show you how I make my book. And that's just how I organize my fabrics and my pattern pieces and how I get ready to cut. So I want to emphasize here that, you know, whatever method works for you is the best method. You know, if you take something from this or all from this or none from this, it's totally okay. Whatever works for you is what's best. So take as little or as much as you want. That's okay. And don't let anybody tell you that there's a right or wrong way to do this, because I mean, it's quilting, it's fun, it's really meant to be enjoyable, and so do what works for you. That's totally okay. So as we go through here, I'll show you how I organize, how I cut, how I sew. I'll show you lots of tips and tricks on foundation paper piecing and just getting it done. And we'll just make a quilt together. See you later.